Bonjour, Kinamagi and Nene Ireland Indigenous, and welcome to this episode of Support Coach Television. This episode's topic, Support Coach. Let Freedom Ring, Act 1, the full text. So we have in front of us our full text today. On the first read, we'll be focusing on drawing inferences about the events and characters in the drama. The second read, focus on determining the theme of the drama. And the third read, focus on evaluating the drama critically. After each of these readings, you should return to the Google Classroom to look for further assignments and opportunities. So I'm going to go ahead and begin reading. And this one's a little more challenging of a read, as it is a drama. Ideally, I would have 6 of us in here to do it. Instead, I'm going to have to change my voice a little bit and see what happens. You'll notice that parts in italics are direction parts that I won't be reading aloud. Those are details that, if we were acting out the play, would be very useful, and includes the setting at the top here. So we're going to begin at scene 1. The cast of characters: George is a patriot. Caroline is George's 10-year-old daughter. Samuel is George's 7-year-old son. John and William are other patriots. There are townsmen, and there are privates Sherman, Russell, and South. So a lot of people in this one. Scene 1. And scene 1, as you can see by the setting, will be taking place on April 16th, 1775 in Concord, Massachusetts. It's night. And we're going to see that George is walking briskly toward a church with Caroline behind him, hiding behind a tree. George looks around before entering the church, where he greets John and William. And then Samuel catches up and is out of breath. So here we go with the story. Where did he go? Did we lose him? Shh, quiet. He went inside. Next page. Oh no, Father went inside. I told you it was ridiculous to follow him out here. We aren't even going to be able to hear what they are saying. I think we should... Shh, keep it down, Samuel. What are you doing? I think we should go home. Do you want to be a part of America's fight for freedom or not? Good. Then let's go. Home? You want to climb up there? You're insane. Fine. Then give me a boost. I'll go alone. Wait, don't leave me here. I'm coming. And as his page leaves off, Samuel is climbing up after her, but he's not as confident as his older sister at climbing. Keeps looking down, terrified. Children reach the top of the tree near an open window in the church. Caroline balances on the limb and then jumps to the window. She makes it inside the building. Next page. Returning to the reading. Hurry up, Samuel. We're missing the meeting. Give me your hand. I'll pull you across. You're going to get us caught. Now follow me and keep quiet. Now we move to scene 2, which is set inside the church. The children have climbed across the rafters and are directly above a group of townsmen who are gathered in a meeting. In the center of the room are William and John, who are having a heated conversation. The children's father, George, is in the back of the room. It's just not safe, Revere says the redcoats are coming. So I think we need to act as though they'll be here tomorrow. We need to act immediately. Now slow down, Billy boy. Everyone is in agreement that we have to move the supplies out of Concord, but we can't just load everything up in wagons and ride out of here in a parade. Any atypical behavior could tip off the redcoats and leave us completely unarmed. Next page. But the redcoats are going to be here soon, John, and we'll lose everything, all the muskets and all the gunpowder. They're already here, William. A redcoat stopped me on my way here and asked me what I was doing out at this time of night. We do have to move the powder, and we have to move it quickly. But we also need to take every precaution we can, which is what John is saying. I say we start tomorrow and move out a little each day, like it's a routine business. We can go to the powder house a few at a time and then split up and take it to nearby towns. I can take a load to Lexington, and George can take some out to split up. You want us to send us out here there to fight alone? Nobody is fighting yet, William. Gentlemen, please calm down. It's just a matter of time. If the redcoats are here asking questions and being suspicious, an attack is probably looming. Let me rephrase. An attack is looming. Revere said they appear to be planning an expedition to Concord to seize our supplies. He did not say there was any evidence that they are organizing an attack. Next page. Listen, Billy Boy, we move all the supplies at one time. What is going to stop the redcoats from seizing them on the road? It makes about as much sense to move them all at once as it does to do absolutely nothing. John's right, Billy. I'm also with John. We either move them a little at a time or leave them alone. We can have all the supplies moved out in 2 days, 3 days at the most. You're right, William. We have to act swiftly. But if we act without thinking, we might end up worse than if we didn't act at all. Caution is crucial to our success. All right, let's just make a strategy so we can stop losing time arguing about it. Good, John. Write down the names of the men willing to carry supplies to nearby towns. We'll divide into groups and start transferring supplies in the morning. The room is filled with a low murmur as townspeople make a plan. Meanwhile, Caroline and Samuel have just heard everything and exchange anxious glances. That concludes the reading of Act 1. Next week, we will be covering Act 2. Now, please return to your Google Classroom for any further instructions. Hope you all have a Minogijigad. Bamapi.